For years now, Vista Residences, the condominium development arm of the country's largest home builder, Vista Land and Lifescapes Incorporated, has been providing quality condominium properties to the larger scale of Filipinos. It has been one of the active players in Manila for developing condos to cater to the needs of Filipino and foreign investors, young professionals, and students looking for a home in the city that can provide convenience, comfort, and access to almost everything through the years. At present, Vista Residences has over 39 condominium projects in metro cities, 3 of which are located along Taft Avenue in Malate, Manila. Amid the pandemic, Vista Residences is yet to launch another condominium property. A joint venture between Vista Residences and Mitsubishi Estate Corporation, this fourth condo project is dubbed as the first Japanese-inspired condominium development in Manila in honor of the partnership between the two companies. You can experience the warm condo living vibe of Japan at the historic and premium area of Taft Avenue, Malate, Manila. It is strategically located just a few minutes away from the prestigious universities in our country, such as De La Salle University, College of St. Benilde, and St. Scholastica's College. Heading to different areas of the National Capital Region is made conveniently, as Vista Residences condominiums are just a few minutes away from transportation hubs in the country.
Nothing is as precious as life's fleeting moments. In them, we feel alive. In them, we see the things that matter most. Vista Residences lets you live in these moments by being just a heartbeat away from everything. Whether in pursuit of dreams or in pursuit of the best things in life, no one should be too far away from where their passions reside. We create beautiful spaces to live in the middle of the city, so anyone can make of the moment and live those moments beautifully. At Vista Residences, we're proud to build according to the idea of the global Filipino. We set our sights to global standards while keeping to a distinctly Filipino touch. At Vista Residences, one will never be away from where the heart is, because we will always be in the heart of the city. Whether for leasing or for owning, make an investment that matters. Invest in Vista Residences. It is where life's best moments happen.
This is Patrick. He likes maps and camping. The outdoors and wildlife make him feel safe. He's worried about moving to Manila next year. But his parents say he'll be fine. He's set to make Vista GL Taft his university home. He's relieved to find that his target university is only a short walking distance away. And look, right across his building is a hospital. And if he has somewhere he needs to get to, there are 2 train stations just walking distances away. Such convenience. No time wasted. He feels safe and secure even if it rains heavily. You know how it is these days. Other university homes include Vista Heights, neighboring National Teachers College, Technological Institute of the Philippines, La Consolacion College, Centro Escolar University, and San Beda College. And even up north in Chile, Baguio City, 3 blocks away from the Convent of the Pink Sisters is Vista Brent Hill Baguio. A close distance away from Brent Baguio, one of the oldest and most prestigious international schools in the country. Students must feel like they're on vacation all year round. In the Katipunan area, where students love to explore the area for new places to eat and hang out, is the recently launched university home, Vista Point, which makes everything all the more accessible. Ateneo de Manila University, Miriam College, University of the Philippines, and the Center for Culinary Arts are all nearby. Along the diverse and interesting streets of Recto is Vista Recto, which is close to the University Belt area. Sarah is Patrick's older cousin who lives along Taft. Her university is only a short walking distance away. Whenever she needs to commute, she gets to the train station quickly and safely. Oh, and there are other schools and universities nearby. Vista Residences believes that there should be no safer place than home. That is why majority of the students choose Vista Residences. True to being the home within school distance, all our university residences have comfortable lobbies where your friends and study groupmates can meet up. Our lobbies are guarded and equipped with CCTV systems to ensure your safety. And study pods where students can peacefully and efficiently do their schoolwork. Our university homes have e-libraries, completely modern and ideal learning hubs where reading choices are endless. We also have multi-purpose halls where you can host parties, school meetings, study groups, and other activities. Keeping fit? Fitness centers are conveniently available in all our university homes. For students like Sarah and Patrick, schoolwork can be overwhelming at times. That's why Vista Residences designed amenities for the much-deserved breaks, where they can have fun and relax. And sky lounges that use solar panels, so you get to marvel at the views while taking care of our awesome planet. Wherever the dream school or university may be, or whether you aspire to be a future architect, visual artist, business professional, or culinary expert, Vista Residences exerts its best effort to make sure there's a comfortable, convenient, and secured home away from home. Vista Residences. Student living redefined.
Timeless and vibrant. Uncover an exclusive place to live, work, and play. Immerse yourself in the excitement of an edgy and colorful world out there. Step out to a world full of possibilities. Walk through a different perspective and cross boundaries. Your life designed for a unified purpose, an exploration of the world. A symphony of cultures and a diverse community. The places you are most familiar with as life's precious moments happen around you. A highly distinctive development, giving unparalleled privileges. A landmark in a city of landmarks. Sit down to a wonderful experience and see the world beyond mere structures and open spaces. Things differently. Take a fabulous 360-degree sight of the cityscape. Your life in full colors. The Spectrum.
This is Patrick.
The future belongs to those who believe in it. There are those who simply look to the future. Then there are those who hold on to its promise. A promise made real by Vistaland. Today, Vistaland is the largest builder of homes in the Philippines, growing in billions of ways in over 38 provinces throughout the country. It is spread beyond 65 cities and municipalities with 42 vertical residences and close to 300,000 homes now built for Filipinos. Camellia has changed Filipino families forever by recreating a future that is about families reaching out to each other. Crown Asia is as much about exquisite homes as it is about the celebration of life. Brittany brought a world of luxury to Filipinos with homes that define the ultimate in sophistication and elegance. Vista Residences redefine city living by allowing one to live well and live in the moment. In its strong belief in the future, Vistaland has created homes worth passing on from generation to generation. Homes that are investments for the future, so more Filipino families can look to a breathtaking vista of tomorrow. Vistaland, building a future worth living.
For years now, Vista Residences, the condominium development arm of the country's largest home builder, Vista Land and Lifescapes Incorporated, has been providing quality condominium properties to the larger scale of Filipinos. It has been one of the active players in Manila for developing condos to cater to the needs of Filipino and foreign investors, young professionals, and students looking for a home in the city that can provide convenience, comfort, and access to almost everything through the years. At present, Vista Residences has over 39 condominium projects in metro cities, 3 of which are located along Taft Avenue in Malate, Manila. Amid the pandemic, Vista Residences is yet to launch another condominium property. A joint venture between Vista Residences and Mitsubishi Estate Corporation, this fourth condo project is dubbed as the first Japanese-inspired condominium development in Manila in honor of the partnership between the two companies. You can experience the warm condo living vibe of Japan at the historic and premium area of Taft Avenue, Malate, Manila. It is strategically located just a few minutes away from the prestigious universities in our country, such as De La Salle University, College of St. Benilde, and St. Scholastica's College. Heading to different areas of the National Capital Region is made conveniently, as Vista Residences condominiums are just a few minutes away from transportation hubs in the country.
Nothing is as precious as life's fleeting moments. In them, we feel alive. In them, we see the things that matter most. Vista Residences lets you live in these moments by being just a heartbeat away from everything. Whether in pursuit of dreams or in pursuit of the best things in life, no one should be too far away from where their passions reside. We create beautiful spaces to live in the middle of the city, so anyone can make of the moment and live those moments beautifully. At Vista Residences, we're proud to build according to the idea of the global Filipino. We set our sights to global standards while keeping to a distinctly Filipino touch. At Vista Residences, one will never be away from where the heart is, because we will always be in the heart of the city. Whether for leasing or for owning, make an investment that matters. Invest in Vista Residences. It is where life's best moments happen.
Vista afternoon, everyone. My name is Ze from Canyon Hill, Baguio City, and I am here with my partner JM, also from Brent Hill, Baguio City. Hi, JM.
Hello, guys. Again, I am JM, and we would like to welcome you to another episode of Investment Lab.
Yes, we hope everyone still has enough energy to go through this week. With that being said, happy Friday to everyone. So, JM, how's your Burr month so far? Anything in particular you're looking forward to?
For me, Zel, lucky enough, everything is going well naman amidst the pandemic. Unti-unti ko na rin nafe-feel yung holiday since it's October na. And of course, for this coming Christmas, I am looking forward to the gift giving. Ayon, speaking of gift giving, how about our viewers? What kind of gift are you looking forward to this Christmas? Ayan, comment down below and we will read some of them.
Yes, great. Now, ako naman, JM, I'm really looking forward to spend time with my family, especially growing up. We really had good memories during the Noche Buena, and I am hope this year we will have a better celebration despite the pandemic. So let's read our audience comments. Okay, good afternoon everyone. Sabi naman ni Miggy, money and food. Wow, that's right. We are excited for the blessings this Christmas. Sabi naman ni
Ah,
Maureen, looking forward po ako na makasama muli ang parents ko. Yes, tamang-tama. Namimiss na natin ang ating mga magulang.
ayun, sabi naman ni Joel, Noche Buena food trip. Ayun, totoo din yan. Gusto ko ng mga food tuwing Christmas.
Yes, sabi naman ni Bea, I'm excited to decorate our Christmas tree. Yes, nakaka-excite naman talaga kung lagyan natin ng mga Christmas lights ang ating mga Christmas trees.
Ayun.
Right?
Actually, sobrang dami nga talagang ganap ng Christmas. Ano? So I hope everyone is also excited. And of course, don't forget to stay safe pa rin by following the health protocols this holiday season. Wear a mask and practice social distancing.
Yes, and today we are welcoming you to Investment Lab, Sustainable Investing in the New Normal. We will be your host for today's very timely topic on financial investing in the times of pandemic. So, JM, are you excited with what's in store for us?
Yes, of course, Zed. That's why before we start, we would like to encourage everyone to like and share this live stream because we will be giving out prizes for three lucky viewers. All you have to do is like, share, and drop a comment on the live stream below after you're done with the first two steps. Again, like and share our live stream and then comment down below once you're done. And by that, you'll have a chance to be one of our lucky three winners.
Yes, that's very exciting indeed. I encourage you all to join and be one of our lucky winners of our like and share live stream raffle promo. Just by liking and sharing this live stream, you have the chance to win 500 pesos.
That is why do not forget to like and share this live stream so you can be one of our lucky winners. All right, moving on to the next part of our program, let us all welcome our speaker for today. So today's speaker was a junior structural design engineer. She also became an associate professor at University of Southeastern Philippines. And as of this moment, she is currently a top insurance agent from one of the top insurance companies here in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Miss Kristalyn Cabardo.
Hi! Good afternoon, everyone. So, good afternoon, JM and Zach. So, yun. Here's my screen. Hello to all our viewers out there. So, sa mga taga Luzon, magandang hapon. Sa mga taga Visayas and Mindanao, maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. So, I hope everyone is doing well despite the pandemic. So, again, thank you, Vista Residences, for this opportunity. So, this afternoon, we will talk about sustainable investing in the new normal. So, saan ba tayo pwede mag-invest pa rin during this pandemic? And what can we do to make this investment sustainable so that we can achieve our financial goals in the future? So it has been almost 20 months since COVID-19 affected the Philippines and sadly is continuously affecting our country and the rest of the world. With this, the world has definitely changed. So people are trying to adapt to the new normal. So our educational system has changed. Kung dati, hindi natin kilala si Zoom, si Google Meet. So currently, these platforms are serving as our means of communication. Sadly, businesses are still striving hard to recover, and unfortunately, some people are still losing their jobs. So, with this, some people might ask, is it still safe to start or continue investing amidst the still ongoing pandemic? So, despite the pandemic, the reasons why we need to invest kasi have not changed. So, madaming nabago because of the pandemic, but one of the things that didn't change are these reasons. So, the first one, despite the pandemic, we still need to grow our money. So, yung drive nga ng mga tao to earn more during this pandemic is even greater than before. So we still want to continue building our wealth. Second reason is we still aim to achieve our financial goals. So this didn't stop. Most of us still want to achieve our financial goals, like for example, sending the kids to college or buying our own property. So again, this didn't change. Third reason is we still want to beat inflation. So we have experienced during this pandemic how great inflation is. So anong effect nito sa atin? So due to this, people are more inclined to invest so that we could beat this one. We could beat inflation. So, next reason is despite the pandemic kasi, once pandemic is over, for sure, this is still gonna be one of our biggest goals, retirement preparation. So we still need to prepare for our retirement because sooner or later, this would still come to each of us. So if you really want to have a comfortable retirement, we really need to invest. Also, despite the pandemic, there are still sustainable investment opportunities present. So, meron pa ring ways and investment vehicles that could really help us achieve our financial goals. So, I would like to discuss some of these investment opportunities on the next slides. So, one of this is mutual funds or UITFs. So, when it comes to mutual funds or UITFs, this is actually a form of investment that pulls money from different investors to create a massive fund. So from this massive fund, it will be invested in a fund type depending on the risk profile of different investors. Like for example, medyo higher risk, so they could go to equities or stocks, or kung medyo lower risk, nasa money market. So what's good or ano, one advantage of investing in mutual funds or UITFs is this is really, really good for those na starting, nagsa-start pa lang to invest. Because one reason is you will not be the one dealing with the investment directly. So when it comes to mutual funds, they have fund managers. So they will be the one managing your investments. So with this, mas easier siya even for those na walang experience when it comes to investments. Another thing that's good with mutual funds is you could start small. So you can actually start for as low as 50 pesos, especially if you want to invest on the funds na nasa local market natin. But if you want to go for global stocks or equities, currently the starting would be at around 1,000 pesos. So here's an example of a mutual fund that's currently very accessible to the market. So this is the Global Consumer Trends Feeder Fund. So since their inception date, it started to be available to the public last year. So the fund is actually currently up 79%. So meaning if you have invested say 100,000 last year, that would be 179,000 ngayon. So that's a very, very good return. And with this year actually, medyo okay pa rin naman yung returns niya, nasa around 4%. So this is one of the advantage in investing in mutual funds. So there. Second is I want to discuss another investment vehicle. So this is stocks. So though you can invest pa rin in mutual funds na nasa stocks and equities, but it's different, kind of different when it comes to stocks because for this one, you will be the one managing your investments itself. So meaning it allows you to buy shares of companies, specific companies. So for example, you want to specifically buy shares of Jollibee or JFC or Dito, for example. So hindi siya naka-group unlike one fund lang na nasa MF. So if you really want to specifically buy a share of a certain company, so this is best fit for you. So if you want, what you need to do, if you want to consider investing in stocks, the first step is you need to open an account with a broker. So sobrang daming brokers din naman where you can choose from here sa Philippines. So you have Call Financial, AA Equities, and the likes. So at the same time, yung broker kasi, it would serve as your middleman. So it's the middleman between the investor and then the company where you want to start investing or where you want to buy shares from. So another thing that's good when you want to invest in stocks is there are some brokers that you could open an account for as low as 1,000. So sobrang baba lang din yung minimum needed na account for opening, which is actually a really good start na, especially if you're not that comfortable pa to really put a big amount for your investment. So on the next slide, I will show to you an example of a stock that really had a good rally this year. So this is recent. So let's say last December you have bought it and then you, let's say, sold it for the past few days when nagbenta ka na nung nakaraan. So actually that was able to give you 114% na return, which is actually a really good return too. So that's one of the advantage if you want to invest in stocks. You could really pick out what company do you want to invest para at least ma-maximize mo yung returns from your investment. So another thing that I want to share, so this is another investment vehicle that you might want to consider. So this is Pag-ibig MP2. So actually this is one of my personal favorite then. So this is a savings program available to existing and former Pag-ibig fund members. So what's good with this is it's actually a good investment option for those that don't really have time to monitor their investments and medyo gusto nyo na medyo nasa moderate lang yung risk. When it comes to Pag-ibig MP2, the fund matures actually after 5 years. So meaning you can get your capital plus the dividends after the 5-year period. But however, may option din doon when you will be applying for this Pag-ibig MP2, you can actually get the dividends as well annually. So you can withdraw dividends pa rin annually if you want. But if you want it to grow higher pa, you could wait after 5 years para doon mo na lang kunin the capital plus all your dividends. So at the same time, another advantage when it comes to Pag-ibig MP2 is you can actually start at around 500 per month. So that's the minimum investment that you can put when you will be starting for this. So when it comes to the returns naman, these are the returns previously since its date of inception. So roughly around 2017, that was the biggest dividend so far. So the Pag-ibig gave the members around 8.11% return for 1 year. And last year, despite the pandemic, last 2020, so their returns were at 6.12%, which is also still a good return despite having the pandemic last year. So this year, we still have to wait until January next year kung magkano ba yung dividends natin currently for Pag-ibig MP2. So the next thing that you might want to consider is you might want to take advantage or invest in forex. So this one naman is for medyo aggressive type. So if you are the aggressive type na investor, you can actually invest din sa forex. So what's good with forex is if you really have a substantial investment that you want to really put. So this is a good market to invest because of its liquidity. So this is the largest and most liquid market in the world. So trading volume niya nag-average at around $5 trillion daily. So meaning hindi ka mahihirapan mag-buy and sell ng positions mo. So that's one advantage of investing in forex. Another thing is same sila ng stocks. You need to open an account with a broker first before you can start investing on this. So, sa stocks, sa forex this time, yung mga options nyo madami din. Like, for example, IC Markets, Pepperstone, yun. Sobrang daming brokers din where you can choose to open an account. When it comes to the minimum investment, it would usually start at around 10,000 pesos or 200 USD. So from that minimum investment, you can now start investing in forex. Another advantage of forex is, let me show to you another chart. So this is for a pair in forex, so GBP/JPY. So this is actually British pound in Japanese yen. So let's say you have bought this pair last January, and then you held it up until May. So that would be around 11% na gain. Another advantage in investing in forex is you could earn when the market is going up. At the same time, you can also earn when the market is going down. So sa local market kasi natin, we can only earn when the stock is going up. So if you want to take into consideration yung pag-up and down naman ng pair, so this is a good investment opportunity then. At the same time, may mga brokers na nag-o-offer din sila ng leverage. Meaning is, kahit 10,000 lang yung money mo or initial investing, it could be 50 times or 100 times than that. Depende sa broker. So, medyo madodoble or 50 times yung initial capital mo. So, you can earn higher than the 11% like this. So, for example, nag-leverage ka, so mas higher pa sa 11% yung possible returns mo. So, that's another advantage. Yung disadvantage lang is, syempre, yung risk mo, baka ma-double din. Medyo mas mabilis lang din yung, if ever, yung losses mo, kung sakali mang hindi naging okay yung pagbili mo ng isang pair. So, that's it for Forex. The next thing that I want to discuss is cryptocurrency. So, ito, medyo sikat ito ngayon eh. So, this is another highly volatile investment actually, but this is also good because may high potential returns din siya. Though lang ito, since volatile siya, meaning you can earn big, at the same time, you can also lose big if medyo mali lang din yung pasok. But what's good with cryptocurrency is madaming ways to earn from this. So you can earn through trading cryptocurrencies, or you can, let's say, buy or sell NFTs. Meaning, if you are really talented in photography, you can sell your photos and then earn cryptocurrencies. So from that, you can earn additional source of money or income. At the same time, yung medyo nauuso ngayon, like P2E games or play to earn games. So that's also possible. So from those, you can earn from it. So that's it for cryptocurrency. When it comes to the minimum investment, it actually varies. So depende siya if you want to trade or if you want to go with play to earn games. So that would be dependent kung ano yung gusto mong way para ma-maximize yung earnings from this. So here's another chart. So sobrang daming chart, no? So this is actually another coin that had a really good return or rally this year. So Dodge. So si Dodge, if you have bought, let's say, last April and then you held it up until around middle ng May, so that would most probably give you around 900% na return on your investment, which is really, really high na return. Yun lang din, yung risk niya is kung nakabili ka nung May pa, medyo na-late ka sa pag-buy, so medyo malaki lang din yung losses. But yun, if nasabayan mo yung run niya previously, you could also take advantage of it. Again, this is highly volatile. And then same din sila ng Forex, you can actually earn whether it's going up or whether it's going down. So depende, you can long or you can sell this one. So that's another advantage in investing in cryptocurrency. So the next investment vehicle that you might want to consider is investing this time in real estate. So this is really, really good for those who want investment vehicles that has less risk and lesser volatility as compared to investing in stocks or forex, etc. So it gives you actually a good long-term return through property appreciation. So, mag-buy ka lang ng property and then you can let it appreciate. And then sa future, pwede mong ibenta at a higher price. At the same time, it can also be a good source of cash flow through rental earnings. So for example, if you want to buy a condo, so from that, pwede mo siyang parentahan. So that would be a good source of additional cash flow on your side. When it comes to the minimum investment, syempre it would vary depending on most probably the location. Kasi most probably kung nasa Manila, yung plan mo na bibilhin ng real estate, that would cost you a little bit higher than the prices here kasi, for example, sa province. So that's the thing with real estate. Here's another chart. As you can see here, properties are currently nasa price nila same as their price last 2019. So if you are really looking forward in investing in real estate, I think this is also a good time to buy. amidst the pandemic, so at least mas mura siya as compared sa, for example, normal period lang. So that's another advantage if you really want to invest in real estate currently amidst the pandemic. So it's a good chance to invest or to start investing now. So there, those are some of the investment opportunities that you might want to consider. So we have discussed the reasons why you need to invest, the different vehicles where you can start investing. But ayun nga, since we are still currently in pandemic, the question is, can we sustain this investment? So kaya ba nating i-sustain to kung magsisimula tayo now? So for us to answer that question, I would like to ask you another question. So how's your financial pyramid currently? Before investing kasi, we really need to consider this one. Kamusta ba yung financial pyramid mo? So for us to really have a sustainable investment, it is very important that we'll look on your current financial pyramid. Most people kasi, they tend to go directly to investing or wealth accumulation, yung nasa third part nitong pyramid. But it is very important that we build the foundation first. So yung foundation is the first thing that you really need to check on your financial pyramid, or the first thing that you really need to build is having a good cash flow management. So dapat okay yung cash flow mo. This would serve kasi as the foundation of your financial pyramid. When it comes to cash flow management, you need to check. You need to check your current cash flow. Kamusta ba siya currently? Nasa positive ba siya or currently nasa negative tayo? Because if this is the case, if your current income, for example, is greater than your current expenses, that would be difficult. So this is very important. You need to know kamusta yung cash flow mo, yung income mo versus your expenses, for us to know or for you to know if you have spare money to invest. Kasi if wala tayong spare money, if medyo mas malaki pa yung expenses kaysa sa current income natin, any investment vehicle na papasukin natin would not be sustainable. So mahihirapan tayo. At the same time, if our current cash flow is not that healthy, we need to check our budget plan. So do we have one? And if we do have one, are we really consistently following it? Kasi if we don't have one, then we might have money problems later on. At the same time, mahihirapan pa rin tayong mag-invest kung hindi natin nasusunod yung budget plan natin. So, if currently wala kang budget plan, the thing that I am recommending or the rule is the 50-30-20 rule. So when it comes to the 50-30-20 rule, 50% of your income should go to your needs, and then 30% should go instead to your wants. The 20% should go now to your savings or to your investments. So this may vary depending on the person. So pwede mong i-customize yung 80% as long as much as possible, yung 20% mo, dapat mapunta talaga yun sa investment. So, upon receiving your pay or your salary on a monthly basis ba, dapat 20% mo napupunta sa investments mo para talagang ma-keep mo na siya for your future goals. Also, let's say for example, may budget plan ka naman, sinusunod mo naman, and okay naman yung budget plan mo, but still you really have a difficulty in investing, meaning you don't have spare money to invest. The next thing that you need to consider, that's the time that you really need to consider instead to increase your cash flow. Kasi mahihirapan tayo kahit anong pag-budget natin kung talagang kulang yung pumapasok na income, we really need to increase our cash flow instead. So for example, by doing sidelines, so there are plenty of opportunities naman nowadays. Like you can consider being a real estate agent, or you can go online and then try to find jobs that you can do after your work. So that's another thing that you might want to consider if you really want to earn an additional income. And then for you to be, syempre, able to invest later on. The next thing when it comes to cash flow management is we also need to check if we have existing bad debts. Kasi if we have, then we need to prioritize dealing with it first to sustain our investments. So it's a very hard kasi to really invest if we have current bad debts. So it's best muna na before deciding to invest or to dive in investments, dapat ma-clear out muna itong mga bad debts para maging better yung pagpaplano natin towards our investments. And next thing that you need to consider when it comes to your financial pyramid is building your safety net. So this is another important part of our financial pyramid. When it comes to building our safety net, this should be another question. So do you currently have a safety net in place? When it comes to building your safety net, the very first thing that you need to really build is to have an emergency fund. So emergency fund, again, this is one of your safety nets. It's very important that before investing, you have already built your emergency fund. So when it comes to emergency fund, this would be used for emergencies. Like for example, loss of income, especially again, ngayong pandemic, right? There are still some people losing their jobs every day. So we need to have this one. At the same time, if we have problems in the family and things like that, we can get funds from our emergency fund so that we can use it. At the same time, the usual recommendation when it comes to emergency fund is at least 3 months worth of our income. And better, that would be excellent pa if you can make it up to 6 months. Kung nasa 6 months yung emergency fund mo, mas better siya. So the next thing that you need to consider about safety net is having an insurance plan. So it's a very important that before we decide to invest, we are protected from different financial risks through insurance because we have different events kasi na inevitable. So for example, these events, the sad events kung tawagin namin. So this is sickness, accident, death, or disability. So this one kasi again, this is really possible at one point of a person's life. So possible talaga any of this could happen. So sadly, one sickness could really wipe out all our investments. So it's better that we are protected from the financial burdens due to these events before we decide to dive into investments. Para talagang ma-achieve natin yung financial goals natin and yung investments natin talagang maprotektahan siya. Because this would serve as our safety net instead. Hindi magagalaw yung pinaghirapan na nating mai-invest. So that's for our safety net. The next thing, so kung okay na yung cash flow mo, okay naman nakapag-build ka naman na ng safety net mo, that's the best time that you consider really investing to make it really sustainable. So wealth accumulation or investing. So mas magiging sustainable if naging maayos yung pag-build mo ng foundation, which is your cash flow management, yung pag-build ng safety net mo. Afterwards, investing would be really, really okay or sustainable. And then the last part of our financial pyramid is wealth transfer. So ito naman is how we transfer our wealth, yung na-build na natin na wealth, doon sa magmamana nito. For example, estate tax planning, diba? So that's the last step when it comes to our financial pyramid or financial planning. So before investing, let's really aim to have a proper financial plan first so that we can sustain our investments even during the pandemic. So have a healthy cash flow, build your safety net, and then afterwards, you might want to consider investing na. So, yun. The next question na naman siguro sa mga viewers natin is, paano nga ba piliin ang right investment for you? So, how do we pick the right investment among all the investment opportunities present? So, when it comes to picking the right investment for you, you should start first knowing what are your goals. So, para saan, bakit ka ba nag-invest? So, you need to be specific when it comes to this so that your investments are aligned with your goals. So, this is a very important step in your financial plan. dapat magkaroon muna tayo ng pag-set ng goal or goal setting. The next one is when picking an investment, you need to consider as well three major things. So these are time, money, and interest. For time, how long are you gonna be invested to achieve your goals? So kailan mo ba gusto i-withdraw ang investments mo? What's gonna be your timeline to achieve your goals? The second one that you need to consider is your money. So how much money are you willing to invest? And how much money do you need to earn to achieve your goals? So that's very important. The next one is interest, meaning what investment vehicle could give you interest rate or returns that fits your time horizon and current money that you have. So you need to consider these three before investing. At the same time, also to make investments really sustainable, you need to know what type of investor are you. So there are different type of investors and before investing, we need to know kung ano tayo. Para again, maging aligned yung investment natin sa kung anong klaseng investor tayo. So maybe are you the conservative type? So meaning you seek to minimize risk, at the same time you don't really want to lose your capital, and at the same time you have shorter investment horizon. So kung ganito ka kasi, you are fit to invest instead in T-bills or in mutual funds na nasa medyo conservative fund like money market. Or you might want to consider investment vehicles that would give you fixed annuities. Meaning meron na talaga exact na money na alam mo na talagang after a few years, yun yung matatanggap mo. So that's really for the conservative type of investors. Or maybe you are the moderate type. Kasi if you are the moderate type of investor, meaning you seek capital preservation but at the same time you want income as well. So for this one, you are fit to invest instead in bonds or in mutual funds na nasa moderate risk lang din. And or maybe baka naman you are the balanced type. So meaning if you are the balanced type, you are willing to accept modest risk and you want to have good returns after a longer period. So mas gusto mo invested ka longer. So if you are like this, then you are fit to invest in real estate. So you can invest in real estate or also you can invest din naman in mutual funds. So nasa mix of bonds and stocks dapat yung investment mo when it comes to mutual funds. So that's for the balance type. Or maybe you are the growth type. So meaning you really seek long-term capital growth and you are willing to accept this time medyo considerable na risk. So if you are this person, then you are fit to invest in stocks and mutual funds. So that's for the growth type. Or baka naman you are also the aggressive type of investor like me. So if you are the aggressive type, meaning you want to maximize your returns and you are willing to accept volatility and losses. So if you are the aggressive type, you can invest in cryptocurrency, in forex, or maybe you also want to consider arts, precious metals, and gems. So it would depend on the type of investor you are. So dapat mas maging aligned yung investment type mo sa kung anong investor ka. At the same time, kasi all investments have risk, so hindi talaga mawawala yung risk. So your risk profile should be really aligned to the investment vehicle where you want to invest. So you need to consider your risk tolerance. So meaning, how much risk do you prefer to take psychologically? Magkano lang ba yung kaya mo i-risk when it comes to your investment? So that's the thing that you need to consider. At the same time, you also need to consider your risk requirement. Meaning, how much risk do you need to take para ma-achieve mo yung plano mo or yung goals mo? So this is in relationship with our financial capability. And next is risk capacity. Again, this is on the financial aspect. How much risk can we afford? So we need to consider kung magkano lang ba talaga yung kaya natin i-risk. Kasi again, if hindi aligned yung risk profile natin sa investment vehicle na pinasukan natin, mahihirapan tayong i-sustain siya sa future. So imagine this. For example, you are the person who does not want to really lose your capital, and then you have invested in high risk investments like cryptocurrency. So that would be difficult. Baka kasi in the long run, mahirapan ka i-sustain yung investment mo doon kasi hindi ka ready for the volatility psychologically and financially. So dapat mo really consider yung mga bagay na iyan before investing. At the same time, you might also want to consider diversifying. So, hindi naman pwede na high risk na lang lahat or low risk na lang lahat. So, you might want to consider diversifying, especially as we grow older. So, an investment allocation kasi that would work when you are on your 20s might not work when you reach your 60s. So, that's another thing that you need to consider, diversification. One way to help you decide about how you are gonna diversify your investments is this rule. So the rule of 120. So for this rule, you need to just subtract your current age from 120 to determine your asset allocation. So meaning, for example, kung 20 years old ka currently, that would be 120 minus 20, so 100%. So meaning you're allowed to really invest 100% in higher risk investment vehicle. But for example, nasa around 60s ka na. So 120 minus 60, so that would be 60. So meaning as much as possible, 60% maximum na lang yung naka-invest in higher risk investment vehicle. The rest, dapat nasa moderate or low risk na. So dapat nag-diversify ka na. So that's the rule of 120. So let me go back to this question. So, is investing really sustainable amidst the pandemic, amidst the new normal? So, the answer to that question is yes, as long as you have a good cash flow, even though we have pandemic currently going on. You have built your safety net. So, nakapag-build ka na ng safety net mo, emergency fund and insurances. And at the same time, dapat you know your investment goals. Again, dapat aligned yung goals mo sa investment vehicle na papasukan mo. And lastly, you need to know your risk tolerance. How much can you afford to risk psychologically and financially? So we need to consider this one. So, ayun, I hope you have learned a lot this afternoon. So, I want to end this webinar with a quote from Benjamin Franklin. So, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So, for more investment and financial planning tips, just follow our social media accounts. So, The Wealthy Millennial at Facebook and Instagram. So, yun. Thank you, everyone. So, yun. Hi, Sam, Isaiah, and JM again.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi! So, yun. I hope madami kayong natutunan. Pati
Yes,
na sa
ma'am.
mga
Thank you
viewers
po.
natin.
Thank you, Miss Kristalyn, for educating us and giving us opportunities to learn how to think of different sustainable investments and feasible businesses. Ayun.
Yes, so thank you so much again, ma'am, for your time with
Welcome!
us. So today I was able to learn that as young adults, we should start investing. And nakakagulat na pwede pala tayo mag-invest with 50 pesos,
Yeah,
di ba, JM?
sobrang mura.
Actually, oo. Actually, isa din sa mga na-realize ko with your discussion, ma'am, is that kahit wala pang enough money to invest, you can do your financial plan na. And by planning that
Yes,
po, by planning out that kind of plan, ganyan is soon kapag nagkaroon ka na ng pera, alam mo na yung gagawin mo the next time. Ayun naman po.
correct.
Yes, and also I also learned na habang bata pa tayo dapat iniisip na natin yung retirement natin. Yung mga
Mm-mm.
plano natin for the next years para pagdating ng araw, hindi na natin siya ipapasa sa mga taong or sa mga anak natin or sa ibang
Yes,
family natin. Tayo na yung aasahan nila.
yes. Tayo
Yes.
na yung pagpapasahan.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am, again for your time with us.
Welcome!
So, with that, we will now move on to the Q&A portion of our program. If you have questions for Miss Crystalline, please comment it on the comment section below. Ayun, may question po tayo from Anne Loventino. Miss Kristalyn, is it possible po kaya na isang minimum wage earner na makapag-invest? Hashtag Vista Residences.
Yes, so hi Ma'am Anne. So for your question, yes, it's really very possible for you to invest. So currently yun, na-share natin kanina, you can even start for as low as 50 pesos. So I think even minimum wage earner, you can really start using that. So pwede doon ka mag-start when it comes to your investments.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Ayun, another question po. Mhm. Ayun, from Miss Sam. Okay. So, ang tanong po niya ay, as a millennial, is it ideal to just invest in one place or is it better po to divide the money into different kinds of investment?
Okay. So yun, I highly suggest for millennials that you base it again on your risk profile. So if medyo talaga aggressive ka na millennial, so you might want to go 100% in higher risk investments. Kasi again, by the rule of 120, you're allowed to do that. But again, if medyo hindi ka aggressive type na person or investor, again, you might want to diversify. So, pwede mixture lang of moderate risk or low risk investments, and then yun, medyo higher risk investments din. So, yun, that's my advice to Miss Marie. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Another question po is from Maureen Albania Gira. Sabi po niya, what percent po ba dapat ang ilaan sa investment? Hashtag Vista Residences, hashtag Condo Living, hashtag Investment Love. Ayun.
Okay. So, to Miss Maureen, again, as much as possible, we allot 20% of our income to investing or saving. So that would really help you financially in the future kasi mas mapapadali yung pag-achieve mo ng financial goals mo if as much as possible, 20% ng income mo napupunta sa investments.
Okay. All right, ma'am. That's it for our Q&A portion. Thank you, Miss Crystalline, for sharing your insights with us. I hope
Okay.
everyone learned the importance of financial investment during these uncertain times.
Yes, again, thank you, Miss Crystalline, for the very insightful topic. Before we move
Welcome.
on to the next part of our program, again, we would like to encourage everyone to please like and share this live stream so more people can learn from the knowledge that our speaker shared with us today. Also, don't forget your chance to win a prize by just liking and sharing this live stream.
Okay, now let us now move on to the next part of our program. Smart investments by Vista Residences make a smart choice. As you all know, Vista Residences is the vertical development arm of top property developer Vista Land and Lifeskills Incorporated, which offers top tier properties across the country's premier universities and colleges, most progressive businesses, districts, and transport oriented hubs. Established in 2004 as Polar Mines Realty Ventures and rebranded in 2009 as Vista Residences with over 38 projects in various development stages.
Vista Residences has 16 years of industry experience, present in 10 cities around the Philippines with 57 towers, 28,000 total units, and 80 billion estimated total project value. We are present in the center of economic growth and commercial activities, Central Business District. First off, experience life right at the heart of Ortigas. We have the Spectrum, a pre-selling project located in Ortigas Center, Pasig City. Vista Shaw, a ready for occupancy project in Shaw Boulevard, Mandaluyong City. And Salcedo Square, a ready for occupancy project in Salcedo Village, Makati City.
Of course, we have Quezon City, more than just the city of stars. Live a hassle-free condo living in Quezon City, we have Hawthorne Heights and Vista Point, both pre-selling projects located in Katipunan Avenue, Quezon City, and Will Tower, located in Eugenio Lopez Drive, Quezon City.
Vista residences are also present in the capital city where history meets opportunities. City of Manila. Kizuna Heights, a pre-selling project located in Taft Avenue, City of Manila. Sky Arts Manila, located in Malvar Street, City of Manila. And Plumeria Heights, located in Taft Avenue, City of Manila.
Okay, at this point, we also have the regional projects. Experience life in Baguio with Canyon Hill, a pre-selling project located in Pacdal Road, Baguio City. And for Cebu City, we have the Suarez Residences, an ideal lucrative investment located in Gorordo Avenue, Cebu City. And of course, The Loop, a ready for occupancy project in Cagayan de Oro City.
Vista Residences also offers a rent-to-own program, making the process of being a Vista Residences condo owner even simpler and more accommodating for everyone. Experience Swiss living in Quezon City with Pinecrest, located in New Manila, Quezon City. The Symphony Towers, located in Esguerra Street, Quezon City. And Laureano de Trevi Towers, located in Pasong Tamo, Makati City.
Really, really worth it. Moving on to the last part of our program, we will now be announcing the winners of our Share Our Livestream contest. We will be announcing three winners who can each win 500 pesos worth of GCash. Ayan, sige, maghanap muna tayo kung meron na bang winners.
Yes, excited na ba
Okay.
kayo kung sinong mananalo?
Ayan, sige Ze, kamusta naman? For you, kamusta yung naging discussion kanina ni ma'am?
Very informative indeed. Kasi ang dami ko pang hindi alam tungkol sa
Mm-mm.
investing, and as young adult, you should really start investing now. Kahit maliliit lang na portion ng savings mo or ng income mo, at least you started. So pagdating ng araw na medyo stable ka na, mas malaki na yung investment mo at nag-grow yung money mo. Yes. How about you,
Actually.
TM?
Ako naman, parang yung sinabi ko din kanina, oo. Pero kanina, na-learn ko din yung about sa diversification, ganyan. Pero at this point, hindi ko pa siya magagawa kasi parang wala pa ako at that age to invest yon. So ito,
Yes.
meron na tayong winner. For the first winner, we have Mr. or
Miss?
Miss Ann Lovendino. Ayun, ang sabi niya, thank you po Vista Residences and Miss Kristalyn for today's talk. Sobrang helpful po lahat ng mga natutunan namin dito. Ayun.
Wow, congratulations, Miss Anne. Yes, thank you so much for your time with us. Okay, our second winner is Miss Maureen Albania Gira. Sabi niya, thank you Vista Residences and Miss Crystalline. Daming learnings today about investment. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Yes,
Yes.
tamang-tama. Thank you po sa inyong time at congratulations.
And of course, our last winner, okay. Her name is Shane Patayon Villaflores Cordova. Ayan, ang sabi naman niya, thank you so much Vista Residences and Miss Crystalline for this financially webinar. Sobrang laking tulong sa akin as a mother. Ayun, congratulations po and thank you. Ayun.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, so with that, we would like to thank our speaker, Miss Crystalline, for taking your time and sharing your knowledge with us today about the financial investment these trying times. We also would like to thank all our viewers today, and we hope you all learned something from us and enjoy the talk. Also, If you guys have any suggestions on what topics we should cover next here on our investment lab, please let us know in the comment section below.
Yes, we would definitely love to hear your ideas about that. We also want to invite you all to our other future events. You can stay updated by following our social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Once again, thank you, Miss Kristalyn. And that is it for today. See you next time, everybody. Have a good day and stay safe.
Thank you.
Nothing is as precious as life's fleeting moments. In them, we feel alive. In them, we see the things that matter most. Vista Residences lets you live in these moments by being just a heartbeat away from everything. Whether in pursuit of dreams or in pursuit of the best things in life, no one should be too far away from where their passions reside. We create beautiful spaces to live in the middle of the city, so anyone can make of the moment and live those moments beautifully. At Vista Residences, we're proud to build according to the idea of the global Filipino. We set our sights to global standards while keeping to a distinctly Filipino touch. At Vista Residences, one will never be away from where the heart is, because we will always be in the heart of the city. Whether for leasing or for owning, make an investment that matters. Invest in Vista Residences. It is where life's best moments happen.